Hello, it's me again. Right. This first part of this video is sponsored by me. Right. I'll tell you what's happened. Right. If you look here, you'll see I've got, 3 bikes in here at the moment. One is the, Hurricane, the Meteor 350, which is in perfect working order and sitting there on the tender. The other bike is the Bobby, the Enfield Bullet 500, and basically one of them has, at least one of them has got to go, because obviously you can see I haven't got a huge amount of space in it, and I've got other projects and things that I need the space for. Anyway, so anyway, the idea is, if you go down in the comments below and tell me which bike you would keep and which bike you would sell and the reasons why. Also, if you're a person out there in YouTube land who would be interested in one of the bikes, contact me via Facebook Messenger. I'm easy to find. And if you're a person out there who has one of the Royal Enfield 650s at 20,000 miles maximum and would like to swap that because they're downsizing for 2 of these other bikes, then I would consider that as well. You know, because I'm not going to be doing any more tuning on J platforms. Been there, done that. We've had all the controversy and arguments and whys and wherefores over all that. So you know, I'm not doing any more tuning on J platforms. I think we've all right across YouTube, we've all done it to death by now, which is fair enough. Anyway. So anyway, that's the bit of the video that I'm sponsoring myself. I shall just give you a little bit of an overview of both bikes. As you can see, they're in good condition. Actually, I'd say they're in excellent condition, really. And they're both ready to roll, ready to run. And it'll be interesting to find out what people's opinions are on which one to keep and which one to sell, or indeed if anybody comes up with some sort of deal, I suppose. Right, now let me see if I can put the camera somewhere sensible. There we go. Anyway, having said and done all that, I can bring you up to date on what's been happening. As you know, some of you know I haven't been in the best of health, and it's a lovely day today, and I would very much like to be out on my Honda, or one in Enfield for that matter, but I'm still feeling the after effects of the procedure I had last Friday, today being Monday. I won't go into details other than to say it was uncomfortable, undignified, and not something I would care to repeat anytime soon. And this is the second time I've had this. And the medicine that they gave me is still working its way out of my system, which is equally unpleasant, undignified, and is actually stopping me getting out. Because I'm, be perfectly honest, I've got to stay as close to the laboratory as possible at the moment, which is a bit of a bloody nuisance. I've even got a commode in here somewhere in a dire emergency, or I think there might be a chamber pot under the seat in me Forza. Unfortunately, it's a bit difficult to use on the road, so that wasn't a viable option really. Although some people say that motor scooters do look a bit like a mobile commode, but you know, hey ho. They're an extremely useful machine, and I'm glad I got it. The really thing that's annoying me is I won't be putting some miles on it, and I've only been able to take it out once so far, before a hospital procedure, so that was a bit of a bloody nuisance. Anyway, so that's where I am with health at the moment. I am on the mend, but as I say, these things take time. Speaking of being on the mend, I saw Roger, Golden-Oldie channel, put an update up last night. Perhaps you want to go have a look. Obviously he's taken to doing pieced camera, which is just as entertaining as the ride out, I suppose. And it's glad to see that he's getting out and about and on a mobility scooter. I myself use a mobility scooter when I'm out and about with the wife. They are a game changer if you do have mobility issues, which I have. I mean, I don't go anywhere without a stick. But if you do have mobility issues, these things are a game changer and worth bearing in mind. Just because you have mobility issues does not mean to say that you have to give up everything. And that's pretty much the reason I bought the Honda, because it's as easy to use as my electric mobility scooter in that respect. And when I'm having a less than perfect day health-wise, I can in extremis get on it and still ride it. But but the reason I'm not riding today isn't just the lavatory thing. It's the dizziness caused by the after effects of the medications I have. They still haven't worked my way out of my system, so it's a safety issue. Anyway, it's nice to see Roger's getting out and about, and I hope he might decide to do some of his history chats, maybe on the mobility scooter. You know, I mean, it's a viable means of transport. Sometimes the content is better than the mode by which you get there. I would suggest that's probably secondary, so long as you're still getting some content out and keeping people entertained. Speaking of which, I'm sorry I haven't been very entertaining just lately, but well, as you know, various things going on. What has happened though is I've had plenty of people keeping in touch with me to check on how I am. I had James Ainsworth Ryder give me a shout during the week to see how I was. I had Bruce at Coast Rider Scotland gave me a shout, and we and my words gave me a shout, and also to check on how I was getting on and whatnot. And we had a good old catch up, and that was nice. Last Friday afternoon, after I'd finished at the hospital, was it last Friday afternoon? Yeah, I think it was. Volcanic Brown came over for a visit. I always look forward to him coming to visit. And bacon sandwiches and tea and cake was had all round. He actually met the elusive Billy the Spaniel. So there's at least one other person knows that he actually exists. So he's never seen on camera though, because he's a bit camera shy. But yeah, he sat and had a good old yarn with Volcanic as well. So that was a nice little get together. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm always pleased to see Volcanic. He's good company, and we have a good old yarn and catch up and stuff. And anyway, he's done, now speaking of Volcanic, he's done some really good videos on the Classic 350 tuning. He did a side-by-side video yesterday where he did the acceleration test between the two on a split screen, and pretty much proved what was on the charts, which is you'll gain about 4 seconds on the 0 to 60. You know, but it's an expensive way of increasing the performance of J platform engine. It can be done. It is expensive, but when I did the project, there wasn't anything to do with the expense. It was to prove that the bits work, and you know, and it's up to your personal choice whether you want to actually, you know, do the modifications. Now I got the stage 2 modifications on the Meteor, and that works well. I'm not going to bother putting a cam in it because there's just no point. And the reason there's no point is because it's a completely different sort of ride to the Classic 350. Classic 350 is a classic roadster which you can flick around the lanes and stuff like that, and sometimes a little bit of extra acceleration is welcome on a bike like that. The Meteor is a much more relaxed machine, and so I've got the Fuel X on it to keep it running cool. I've got the exhaust because I like the sound, and I've got the DNA filter and intake for pretty much the same reason. And of course the most important thing is it does make the bike's gas flow better, and it increases the torque somewhat. You know, usable torque. I mean, yeah, and it's still a fairly expensive way of doing things, but it was just a matter of personal taste at the end of the day. If anybody is interested in buying the Meteor, by the way, I do have all the factory fitted parts still, so if you wanted to, you could put it back to completely standard if you want. Doesn't bother me. Anyway, that's that. Anyway, that's that one. But anyway, go check out Volcanic's channel and his split screen video. It was really good how he did it. It's not an easy thing to do, doing a split screen. I mean, it's not the sort of editing I do. Well, you know me, I don't do hardly any editing at all. I just do piece to camera and get on with it. But anyway, from that point of view, it's worth having a look. Now, another one who's been quite busy, of course, is Bruce over at Coast Ride to Scotland. He's now getting into his stride. We're having, you know, just 1 or 2 videos ready to go and whatnot, a few in the can, and he's been doing his commute videos again, which has been quite nice. I suspect he's going to have some nice weather for that. Now that summer has finally arrived, a month too late, but there you go. Of course, he's very busy with the Scottish Open, I think it is, the Golfarama thing that they do up there. Of course, but him being a groundsman golf course, because he's got to be, this is his busiest time here. But he and his good lady have been getting about and going out and doing some historical based stuff, aviation, archaeology, you name it, and they've been out, you know, they've taken the drone out and stuff and all that sort of thing. So it's well worth going to check out their latest videos. And actually, now here's the thing, I've got a new project underway at the moment, or I will have once I'm feeling well enough to get away from the carsy. It is a drone. I've bought a drone, and I sort of spoke to Bruce about it because I've loved some of his drone shots, and he put me onto the DJI Mini 4K drone, which is a beginner's drone. It doesn't need any special licenses or anything like that because it's below 249 grams or something, but it's the exact same one he uses, and I'm going to be looking forward to doing that because me and Jackie can get out and Queenie the mobile beach up and take the drone with us wherever we can, maybe get some nice shots of Norfolk from the air and things like that, and wherever else we happen to turn up. So that'll be good. Speaking of travelling in Queenie the mobile beach hut, you know, our little, well, we call it the mobile beach hut because that's what we use it for. We go down somewhere and stop, and you know, it's our little mobile base of operations. Got the ramp in the back for the old mobility scooter, so I roll out from the mothership and off I go on adventures with Jackie and whatnot. Anyway, the thing I was looking at was on the Road Adventures channel, Richard and Eva, and they've just done a very nice series about moto camping in Spain and Portugal. And the reason it was interesting because they've never done the motor camping before, and well, some of us old hands, well, I get a bit too old for messing around in tents now. Well, I feel the cold too much nowadays, and the wife just her idea of camping is the nearest travel lodge, which is fine. You know, but that's fair enough. We've got to an age now, we've done all the uber adventurous things, but it's nice to see Richard and Eva doing that, because they remind us of how we were sort of 20 years ago. So they should do it while they're still young enough to enjoy it, you know. I mean, that is the thing. So anyway, thoroughly enjoyed their series. It's been absolutely hilarious in places, especially the bit where Richard admitted that he'd spent 29 nights sleeping with his special sleeping bag inside out, and so he was actually freezing to death. And he put the very last night somebody had emailed him to say, "You got that inside out, boy," and he turned it the right way out and was as warm as toast that night. So that was amusing. You know, and that's the sort of thing that happens. Trial and error, you know, we all learn by our mistakes, don't we? Anyway, they're a lovely couple, thoroughly enjoyable channel, and one of the reasons I brought it up is because they've just tried out their latest video. They've been using the fire maple skillet pan to do a full English breakfast, which I always approve of. In fact, I approved of it so much, and Jackie approved of it, and then she went straight off and made a fry up of our own. We enjoyed the video that much, we had to have a fry up. Anyway, they also have this stove, which I believe is by the same company, little gas stove thing. It's a substantial thing that doesn't tip over, and you can carry it on bikes, but I was thinking that might be an idea to get one of those for put into Queenie, along with a few other bits and pieces that we carry about, and maybe our you know, folding chairs like the one I'm sitting on now, and a folding occasional table, and then I could sit and do as a fry up or something wherever we happen to stop at Queenie, so that'd be nice. So that's a thing. What else has been going on? Well, of course, Two-Wheel Willie's been having these tribulations with moving house. I don't envy him one little bit, because I know what all the moving house thing is about, and Jackie and I are definitely never going to do that again. It's a bit of a laugh. We do look at places up Sheringham way, because we spend half our lives at Sheringham, but we never quite bring ourselves to downsizing and moving up there. Apart from the disparity between house prices and whatnot, we're kind of used to where we live now. We've been here for, I don't know, 5, 6 years now. Of course, we moved here when her mother and father were still with us. They passed away now, so you know, we're sort of used to being here. So anyway, what else has been going on of interest? Well, of course, you know, the all-year motorcyclist Amy's been abroad to Corfu, I think he said it was. He's back home now. Did his mutter this morning, which was nice. Ian has been trundling around Cheshire again on Clementine, and he's also he did another test on the Himalayan 450 now that the demo's properly running, and gave it some beans and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a nice machine, you know, and it did confirm some of his early findings from his early video, but he was able to give it a bit better. It's a lovely motorbike, and I wouldn't say no to one. Of course, Jackie'd say no to it because it's, you know, too high for her to get on, but I would think. She likes the Forza. That was another reason I got the Forza, because she used to like the old ones. So. Right, what else is... oh yeah, of course Ian's been finding all the potholes in Cheshire again as well. I'm surprised he ain't got a rubber cushion on his seat by now. What's going on with the roads, and there seems to be problems with potholes and everywhere. It seems to be a national problem now, and it's high time that something was done about it. Anyway, we shall see what happens after next month's main event which I'm not going to go into because quite frankly it bores the hell out of me. Anyway, what else has been going on? Well, I haven't made much progress on the model railway, partly because I've been busy with the bike stuff, and partly because it's been too bloody warm in the conservatory. That's another reason I haven't filmed in the conservatory. I went to film in the conservatory last week and I couldn't even get my breath in there. It was so bloody hot. It's yeah, sort of springtime and autumn time is lovely in that conservatory, but in the well, summer as we've got it now, it turns it's like sitting in there for a while, so keeping it topical. So yeah, I don't want to particularly do that much. What else has been going on? Yeah, well, I've been attending to me yes, various projects to do with the channel I've been doing behind the scenes. As you know, I got the DJI Osmo Action 4 camera, which I'm finding a lot easier to use. I've got my little remote control here, switch on and off and whatnot as needed. Now I have obtained other gadgets for various things to do with. Now the first one is the Garmin Zoom XT sat nav, and I've tested it in Queenie because it actually came with a car mounting kit, would you believe? Even though it's supposedly a motorcycle sat nav, it did come with a car mounting kit, so that was useful. Now the problem I've got is I want to mount it on the dashboard of the Honda, but I want to do it in such a way that it sits above the main dashboard, and it's got to be removable, of course. And I'm wondering how to go about that, because none of the kit that actually comes with the sat nav is really that suitable for the job. So, because I can't use the sucker mount that I've got in the car, well, because it's in the car, but the other thing is it's an electric adjustable windscreen, so that would be silly. But I'd be going up and down like a yo-yo, and I'm quite sure that would annoy me. But I would like to find some way of mounting it. I know there's probably some sort of mount to go between the handlebars, but I'm not sure on that, so that's perhaps anybody in the know would let me know. Again, either in the comments or by Facebook Messenger. One way or another, I'd like to be able to mount it. It's the Forza 350, the 2023-24 model. So if you know how to get a Garmin Zoom XT to fit, bear in mind it's the previous model, not the brand spanking new XT, whatever it is. It's the 5.5 inch one. If there's some way of mounting it, I would like to know. So if you can all put your thinking caps on and give me a shout, I'd appreciate that. Anyway, I haven't tried the Honda Link app yet. I've got it on my phone, but I ain't got round to it. I'm not sure it's of much use, to be perfectly honest. I'm not the sort of person who likes answering phone calls when I'm riding, so I'm not likely to want to do that. I don't listen to music when I'm riding either, because the engine is enough for me, and the other thing is I like to be able to hear what's going on. And I don't like having lots of electronics stuck on my helmet and things like that. I find that a bloody nuisance too, so you know, call me old fashioned, but when I'm riding, and the outside world, as far as I'm concerned, go to hell while I'm riding. You know, it's just me. I'm a curmudgeonly old git, and I just like riding my bikes for the sake of riding my bikes, you know. When I do get around to it, and of course, because I can't do it as often as I used to, I savour every mile now. I'm really annoyed that I can't go out today, but there you go. Maybe tomorrow. I'll see how I am when I get up in the morning, and if I'm better tomorrow, that'll be good. We've got like 3 or 4 days of good weather now, so we should hopefully get out sometime. I mean, apart from anything else, I've still got a neck mount to try out for the camera. Now, what else did I do? The other gadget I've picked up is the new iPad Pro, as I replace my iPads every 4 or 5 years, and it was time to replace, and they just brought the new one out, and it's a pretty good piece of kit. You know, some people prefer Samsung, some people prefer other makes and whatnot, but I've had Apple stuff for quite a few years now, and I'm used to it, and switching from the old one to the new one is usually quite painless, which it turned out to be this time as well. But this time round, the new one is much more suited to doing the video editing and stuff like that, and as I'm going to have a load of stuff, drone stuff to do in the future and things like that, I want a machine that's easy to use. I did get the keyboard for it, and I'm probably going to get one of the pencil things as well to play with. You never know, it might come in handy. Anyway, the thing is I'm now like fully equipped. My electronic side of things is all sorted out now, and I've got all compatible devices, which is nice. The only thing that I'm still a bit, I'm wondering whether I should get a DJI radio mic with a dead cat and put in the helmet, because I mean, obviously I'd like to go as wireless as possible, because again, I'm not fond of plugging myself into things and have wires everywhere and all that sort of thing when it's unnecessary. So if you do use the DJI radio mics, perhaps you could let me know how you get on with them, and I'm pretty sure Ian will pipe up here, because I'm pretty sure he's used one, I think. I don't know. Anyway, that will come up. Who else do I need to mention? Oh well, Paul Henshaw as usual. I always find his channel entertaining, and I particularly like his rants when he comes up with them, because they're usually pertinent or topical, or just something that the rest of us agree with, because we, you know, find it similar. You get to a certain age and there's certain things irritate you, I think, and he strikes a resonant chord sometimes. So. But of course he's got his huge back catalogue of road test videos of all manner of old motorcycles, and some of them quite rare, so go check out Paul Henshaw's channel. I just heard from 5D Traveller, because as you know, he poodles around on Bobby the Bullet and Daffy the Honda, and he's putting another couple of vids out. He's using some of his archive as well, and put a nice video up the other day. Gone from oh crumbs, where was it? I can't remember now. You'll have to go look at his channel. But it was a nice lockside ride, short, reasonably short video, but nice. Because Ainsworth Rider and Silver Fox Travels have been out and about around all creatures great and small land up in Yorkshire. So you'll see some interesting things there. If you're into that programme, you'll see lots of familiar sights. So go check those out. That's Ainsworth Rider and Silver Fox Travels. They've both done videos on it. And my friend David Wheeler over up in Yorkshire, he's been riding around, doing some lovely rides out in Yorkshire on his motor guzzy, I believe. Mind you, he's got nice stable bikes now, so he's spoiled for choice really. But he's getting out and about and whatnot, and doing some nice videos, nice relaxing ones. So go check out Bingley Wheeler. Saddlebags is back in the saddle, so to speak, and doing some nice bike videos, which he's done this last week. He brought one out this weekend, so go check out that. Bullet Wanderer did a video last week, and I can't remember where that was. I've watched an awful lot of videos because I've been stuck not being able to do what I want to do, so This is why I'm giving you an update on bits other people have done, so you can go and have a look and expand your library of subscribed channels. And that's the other thing. A lot of people have been saying that two things. First of all, if you're subscribed to a channel, just please check that you've still subscribed and you're still getting the hit the little bell to make sure you're getting the announcements. YouTube seem to be having trouble with their aneurysms again, and people are getting subscriptions knocked off their list and that sort of thing. So if you're in particular channels, please go and check your list to make sure you're still properly subscribed, and also check your bell that you're actually still okay for the announcements, because you might miss episodes. So please do that. Not just my channel, but everybody's channel that you're interested in. And the other thing that a lot of YouTubers are saying, which I can concur with, is that they, out of all the people who look at their channel, only about a third of them or a quarter of them are actually subscribed. Or that, so your mileage may vary. But please, if you're watching a video, please subscribe. Even if you don't find this video interesting, you might find another one interesting. But subscribing to the channel doesn't cost you anything. My channel doesn't cost anything. Subscribing to other channels, even if they're monetized, doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost you anything. It only takes a moment of your time. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and then you won't miss anything. I mean, obviously my case is a bit slow at the moment because I can't do any ride-out videos, but I try and do, every so often I do try and do a beast camera video. I did actually do one last week, but I wasn't happy with it at all, and I wasn't well, I wasn't looking well either, so I scrapped it. Anyway, we're up to the 32-minute mark, and I think half an hour is enough for everybody to catch up and see what's what. So thank you for tuning in again and listening to the old man rambling. And remember what I always say, keep both hands on the handlebars unless you're giving hand signals. Keep both wheels in touch with the tarmac, unless of course you're doing off-road. And be kind, because there's not enough kindness in the world, and I keep saying to people, just be kind. Always think twice when you want to shout at somebody or whatever, and just try and see the other side of it. And whatnot. And being kind is the right way to do things, and it doesn't cost any money either usually. Your mileage may vary, but being kind is a good way to be. Alright, so anyway, till next time, have a nice, enjoy the weather for a start. If you're able to get out on the motorbike, blooming well do it. You never know, you might end up like me at some point and can't ride, or like Roger up at n-Goldie, so things happen. So if you're able to get out for a ride and you enjoy this weather, go and do it while you can. Alright then, so I'll catch you all later on. There you go.